Netflix wants a 17-day
Ooh.
release window. I don't like this. Not a fan, to be quite honest. Not a fan of this. Alan, you have notes for this story.
Yes.
I'll bring it up here, but I'm not a fan. I think 17 days is someone can say easily, I'll wait for streaming. But here we go. Let's give it to me, Alan.
All right, here we go. Exhibitors continue pressuring Netflix to make a genuine commitment to theatrical release, especially as the streamer moves closer to acquiring Warner Brothers. The deal would come from contractual obligations to filmmakers who expect their movies to play in theaters, not just on streaming. Many insiders see Netflix planned theatrical rollout of Stranger Things finale as a symbolic gesture rather than a policy shift. One source described it as an olive branch to exhibitors and a trial balloon to test the theatrical waters. Skill skepticism dominates Hollywood. Netflix co CEO Ted Sarandos remains deliberately vague about what theatrical commitment actually means. While he publicly insists Netflix will honor traditional practices, he avoids specifics about how long films would stay in theaters and how many theaters they'd be in. According to Deadline sources, Netflix reportedly wants to keep films in theaters just 17 days after the Warner Brothers acquisition. Exhibitors see this as an existential threat. One insider warns the plan would steamroll the theatrical business. Major chains like AMC continue to hold the line at roughly 45 days, arguing anything shorter collapses the economical model of movie theaters. Netflix theatrical gestures may look conciliatory, but Hollywood fears they mask a long-term strategy to shrink theaters into irrelevance, with Warner Brothers leadership willing to cash out while the lights dim.
Disappointing. Not enough. I think 45 days is, to me, the best.
Is a
I'd like
good
to see
compromise.
45 days, but like, my God, it was back in the day, there was anticipation. We showed a video earlier this week with Batman 89 coming
Mhm.
on VHS, was a story on the local news. That's how important it was. You know, it was considered like an event. There's no, it's not special. It's not an event when movies open in theaters. It's, I'll catch it later. That's sad to me. It diminishes the value of the film experience. I mean, films like Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Batman 89. I mean, they had a model which was theatrical, then it would come out, you'd wait, you'd come out on VHS or was DVD, that you get a pay-per-view, PPV. They destroyed, self-inflicted, they destroyed all of that, all of those revenue streams, and had objectively made lower quality films. And what people are going to write books about this era and how cinema died. And one person, Paul Chato, frequent guest on our Versus show, is seriously suggesting that the art of cinema could go the way of, say, like opera. Okay, they still perform operas, and operas are still around today, but it's a lost art. And the same could be said of cinema in years to come. And when I say years to come, not that many years.
Yeah, 2 to
You
3
know,
years.
we're looking at this year losing thousands of more screens, and not because of COVID. No, because of apathy and the habits that have been forever altered. Alan, what is your take on this?
Here's something I learned. A lesson we all learned in 2025 is the idea of leverage in negotiations. No matter what you think about this, Netflix has the leverage. The reality is that Netflix doesn't have to do a theatrical release, and it will still make its money. Theatrical does not increase Netflix bottom line, and that's the sad part of it, and that's the leverage Netflix has. They don't have to do this, and yes, they are being conciliatory until they don't have to be. And that's the saddest part of all this is Netflix is about to own one of the biggest studios in the world, and their model, their core business is streaming. It is not theatrical. It is barely producing movies, and so we are screwed. And the only thing that, like you say, that's going to save theaters is the public's love of theaters and its waning love of theaters. If somehow we can revive it, it'll overcome this. But with the crap that the studios are putting out, it's going to be very difficult to do. Those signs are not looking good.